Welcome back to the Social Club, and we're going to discuss a surprise. We're going to discuss
What's a surprise?
A Liverpool smashing Manchester City at the Etihad. Paul, did you see this one coming?
You know what? Genuinely, no. I wasn't like. I can sit here and go, oh yeah, it was sound, yeah, all day long. No, I wasn't like terrified of this game. I wasn't like massively fearful. Although when you look at their full strength first 11, a little bit of poo does come out, if I'm honest. Like, but you know, when you look at like when you saw that defence, when you saw Demichelis and Mangala, who are Liverpool have got clown shoes defenders at times. They are literally clown shoes, human sized and shaped. Yeah, you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
They're dreadful. Like, but that performance, I haven't seen a Liverpool performance like that probably since we smashed Arsenal at Anfield a couple of seasons ago, where we just came and we scored, and then while you're celebrating, and you just go and score again and score again. By the time like the third one went in, it was like delirium. It was like being in a dream world. I was up in the gods in the new rebuilt stand or whatever in the Etihad, and all the City fans who've been giving it the bifters just next to us, like all of a sudden went very, very quiet. It was unbelievable. I thoroughly enjoyable day out.
It was very much reminiscent of that Rodgers that season when you come second, wasn't it, with all that fast flowing football. I think the thing with Manchester City is they are open, aren't they, at the back? They're a team that likes to be offensive, and I think what Liverpool done really well was, and they'd done this at Chelsea the other week, got the goal and then didn't just go right, because too many teams for me, and Everton, a lot of times score the goal and then kind of go, like, we're 1-0 up now, let's keep it tight for 15 minutes. And I think that against a team like City, you can hurt you, would have been probably the most ridiculous thing to do, because they get a foothold in the game and take you apart. And I think what Liverpool was fantastic was they just went, this is here for us, get them while the punch drunk, get the second, and then by the time the second goes in, they're scratching their heads, and then Liverpool are on the roll.
Well, it's mad, because when they got the goal back, and Aguero, he's just out of this world, isn't he? He's something else. Like, but I was really quite nervous and quite edgy then, because they got back into the game a little bit and they started the second half really well. And we were discussing it on our show this week that there might have been a temptation there to go, nah, right, this is it. We're shutting up shop. We're winning 3-1 against Man City away from home. We can hold on to this, I believe. But we never. We just went again, and then we started creating chances again, and the confidence returned. Our fans got back up singing again, and you could see from the players, they thought, we can get another one here. And that on another day, that could have been 5, 6 or 7 quite easily. It was a mad one.
I mean, that when you look at Liverpool, where are they? Because obviously they went to Chelsea, thoroughly deserved to win at Chelsea. Yeah. Came home against Crystal Palace. Had a cracking game that day. And now they've gone to Manchester City, and they've obviously given City a good seeing to, shall we say. So, back home at the weekend.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows what? Where are they at the moment?
I think that is where we are.
Okay.
It's like a new guy coming in, and he's clearly a brilliant manager, and we're clearly not as shit as we would have ourselves believe at times. We've got good players, but I do feel like this is going to be one of them where for every 2 steps forward or 3 steps, we might take 1 back. Yeah. So like everyone's going to be buzzing now. Oh, look, we've smashed Man City, we're amazing. And then we'll draw against Swansea or something at Anfield, you know what I mean? And that'll just bring us down a little bit more. But I do feel that we're on this, we're on an upward trajectory. But I think there's going to be loads of little stutters along the way. I
mean, in some respects, though, even though as a fan it's frustrating, you need those Palace results and that just to go, hang on a sec.
Yeah, you don't want to get too carried away.
Yeah. We're not going to win the league. I mean, Sky have been tweeting today, Liverpool title contenders.
That's for you, Sky.
You're like...
In fact, you know what, I say that. Whoever looks after the Ball Street Twitter account, puts something on, whoever's doing that, if you're watching, have a word with yourself. They put a poll out. Can Liverpool mount a serious title challenge? No, 99%.
Anyone would think Sky own a betting company or something. You couldn't put your finger on it, could you?
It's a bit mad.
It's weird.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of any.
Get that to me.
Well, I'm not aware. But
I'm actually quite interested to know what other people's perceptions are. Like, you guys are flying out. We'll talk a bit about Man United a bit later on. Like, but what do you make of Liverpool so far?
To be honest, well, I kind of agree with you. Just kind of like up and down. Might finish season top 4 if they're lucky. top.
You could have to really thought.
Yeah, as if you're lucky.
surprised
Keywords,
he
if
said
you're lucky. Yeah, but realistically, maybe a Europa League finish. Going back to Saturday's game, as much as it pains me to say, Liverpool were excellent.
I've had two, what's really annoyed me, how many like Manx have been in the Redmen YouTube comments going, "Good on you, boy," or like, "Good on you, mate." Well done, son.
I see what you did there. Nice.
That one all right. That one mega. That beating them noisy neighbours or whatever.
Man City aren't that good.
Yeah.
They're not. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Man City. You're right. They're there to be got at, like.
Yeah, when we played them, there was no Aguero and no Torre, and then we're sitting back and they're playing for the draw all game. I'm thinking, this is, after 3 games into the season, everyone's saying, we should give City the league title now, and then they start to falter a bit, and you just think, hang on a minute.
It's another example, though. I think no one's really laying a proper marker down. In fact, Man United are the only ones coming close, and it's not like they're even playing great football on the way. What do you reckon?
I'm thinking the biggest point I've seen is like Firmino and Coutinho. They both weren't called up to Brazil, so obviously they're on the training ground in Melwood, training away for the past 2 weeks, 10 days, and that showed on Saturday. That showed, and that's a great. That's just even better to like kind of say to you guys watching at home that we are only going to get better. Yeah. And then Jimmy Milner on top of it, he was an absolutely unplayable. James Milner, absolutely unplayable.
Milner.
Absolutely unplayable, to be fair. And I think, like, looking at that performance, you'd say, like, I don't want too much activity in January because he's working within the parameters that he's been given, and it seems that as you keep on going, you're getting better.
Did Coutinho get injured?
I guess we'll probably know. At time of filming, they were waiting to find out. They reckon they were hoping they caught it early enough. It might have just been a bit of cramp, but that'd be a big loss.
Because he's clearly been Liverpool's kind of talisman, hasn't he, over the last 6 weeks or so. I think with Liverpool, it's like you've just said, it is difficult because obviously they're not as bad as people said they were. They've got some good players, but I think, to me, that's kind of where the Premier League's at. Yes, City. I mean, I've said for a while, Manchester City should have chased Pellegrini in the summer. He should have been, after the performance last year.
Out the door.
Gone.
Not chased him.
Not just run around the pitch.
Sign a new contract.
Well, whatever chasing him do, it's not kind of Benny Hill. We're not giving it all.
I
just said, thanks very much. You're such a respectful man. Go and enjoy the rest of your life, not as our manager.
I think we've seen that though, but in general, again, it comes back to it about Liverpool getting Klopp was a very sensible move for given the time, because who was available in the summer, and similar with Chelsea, I think they're right to hold on to Mourinho for a bit longer.
Now, isn't
he is, now.
That's but that's what I'm saying, because I think for me, Manchester City have got a very good squad. There's some puddings in there, Mangala and people like that.
That defence was
especially. That's what I mean. The defence is terrible, isn't it? Shania and all them.
I think Shania's decent.
He's all right, but he can have those games when he switches off, can't he?
I think he said after the game that obviously because of what happened in Paris, his head weren't in it.
That's fair enough.
I
mean, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with that if that's his thing. But I just think the likes of Manchester City, with the players they've got and the money and everything else that's available to them, they should be creating almost an invincible type side.
Really, Galacticos, so to speak.
But they're not. I always feel as though they're there to be got at. I think if they click, they can destroy. They can play some football that is out of this world, but they're not a team where you look at and go, really difficult to break down, because they're not. But it's just whether you can.
There's a lot of mercenaries in the team. That's the way I say it.
I just say, if Yaya Toure doesn't turn up, then the guy is right at the middle of everything Man City do. It's no surprise that when you see his name on the score sheet, City have normally won like 4 or 5. You know what I mean?
I think the narrative should be taken away from Manchester City playing poor, and it should be how well did Liverpool press. That's what the narrative should be, because they played so well. Like even the Sagna goal, like you've seen that given as a foul, the tackle on Sagna. Even if that is given as a foul, that puts the defenders on edge. And that sets a tone for the rest of the game, even if that was given as a foul, for example. And that's what the credit should be given to, is the high pressing by Liverpool.
I think I think people have given them credit because it's thoroughly deserved, and that's when Liverpool. But they have, haven't they?
No, you're right.
I've not said
But
City.
no more credit than they're absolutely.
No, I'm not going to say.
Lap it up now, lap it up
You've
now.
had enough now.
Next week.
We've said you were good. No. What I was going to say was the best thing about Liverpool 2 years ago was that they pressed so quickly. That was a feature of the game.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of teams, this is why a lot of teams have won more games away from home than they have at home, because it seems to be.
Getting the home form down to
That's the thing, and I think a lot of away teams now are kind of playing that.
The good
You
thing
swarm
about
all over.
us in that respect is that it was so much like 2013-14 for us, except that it wasn't at Anfield. It was an away
was away from
performance.
home, yeah,
You're
yeah.
going away to your biggest rivals and the team that we have a good record against City by and large in recent years, especially under Rodgers. But like Chelsea in particular, you know, we had a dismal record against them under the last manager, and to be able to go away from home, where prior to that you're kind of thinking, oh, I'll take a point here, and all of a sudden, you know, we're making attacking substitutions after 60 minutes to go on and not just win the game, but kill the game.
We've just gone to Chelsea and City and took 6 points. And a lot of people would have said it'd be...
Kind of makes me wish we hadn't played United so early.
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's the thing. It's just finding the level now. I think if Klopp
Rodgers
can
didn't
get
do
it...
that, did he?
No, exactly.
If Klopp can get it level, then Liverpool have a good season.
Absolutely, yeah, there you go. Leslie, thoughts then, presumably Redmen TV viewers have come over on just how chuffed you are. Yeah, Leslie, thoughts, particularly on Man City as well. You know, does Man City still have what it takes to be title contenders? Do they have a soft underbelly, or is it just a bit of poor form, lacking top
Fake
players
game,
available to
wasn't
them?
it?
A fake game.
That's what Mr. Pellegrini said.
Yeah. I also went like, how did you say? Oh. You know, that was, no idea. Don't know how that happened. That's a bit of a worry. If you don't quite know why your players haven't performed, no idea. He was too far away from the pitch when he sat down.
Sat chilled, wasn't he?
Yeah. Anyway, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the Ball Street YouTube channel as well. We'll annotate to that and at the end of the video as well. And check out the rest of the Social Club content this week.